Imagine this for a moment. Your phone lights up, a message, you reply instantly. Another call, you answer. Another favor, you say yes, and slowly, without realizing it, people stop valuing you. Not because you are kind, not because you are good, but because you are too available. Today's video is about a hard truth most people never hear. A truth Machiavelli understood. A truth Stoicism quietly warns us about. If you are always available, you become invisible. Stay with me, because this lesson can change how people treat you forever. Let me ask you something honestly. Do people respect you? Or do they just use you? Do they listen when you speak? Or only show up when they need something? Most people think respect comes from being helpful, from being nice, from always being there. But that belief is exactly what keeps them powerless. Machiavelli saw this clearly. So did the Stoics. They understood something uncomfortable about human nature. People value what is scarce, not what is always present. Think about air. You need it to live, but you don't think about it. Why? Because it's always there. Now think about water in a desert. Suddenly it becomes priceless. Human attention works the same way. When you are always available, your time feels cheap, even if you are valuable. And this is where most people go wrong. They confuse kindness with availability. They confuse love with access. They confuse loyalty with self-erasure. Stoicism teaches balance. Machiavelli teaches awareness. Together, they reveal a dangerous mistake. When you give unlimited access to your time, energy, and emotions, people stop seeing you as strong. Not because they are evil, but because they are human. Let's talk about the first truth. People respect boundaries more than favors. Look at your own life. Who do you respect more? The person who is always free, always replying, always adjusting their life for others? Or the person who has a life, a direction, a schedule, and lets you in selectively? We don't admire people who revolve around us. We admire people who are grounded in themselves. Marcus Aurelius wrote that a man must stand firm like a cliff, letting waves crash but never losing shape. If you are always available, you become water, shapeless, adaptable, forgettable. Boundaries are not selfish. They are signals. They tell the world, my time matters, my energy matters, my life has weight. Machiavelli would say this plainly. People judge your worth by how you treat yourself. If you treat yourself as endlessly available, others will too. Now let's go deeper. The second truth is harder to accept. Being too available kills attraction. Not just romantic attraction, social attraction, professional attraction, respect. Think about someone you admire. They are busy, focused, purpose-driven. You don't feel entitled to their time. You feel honored when you get it. Now think about someone who always waits, always responds, always adjusts. At first it feels comforting. Then it feels normal. Then it feels boring. This is not cruelty. This is psychology. Machiavelli understood that mystery creates power, not manipulation, but distance. Stoicism agrees. Epictetus taught that we must not attach our peace to other people's approval. When you are always available, you send a silent message. I have nothing better going on. I need this connection more than you do. And neediness, even quiet neediness, erodes respect. You don't need to play games. You don't need to disappear. You simply need a life that does not orbit others. Which brings us to the third truth. Availability is often a form of fear. Fear of being disliked, fear of being replaced, fear of being forgotten. So we stay available. We stay agreeable. We stay reachable. Stoicism calls this slavery. Not slavery to people, slavery to approval. Seneca warned that the man who depends on others for peace will never be free. Ask yourself honestly, when you say yes, is it choice or fear? Do you answer immediately because you want to, or because silence makes you anxious? Machiavelli would say that power begins the moment you are no longer afraid to be misunderstood. Stoicism would say peace begins the moment you stop explaining yourself. You don't owe constant access to anyone, not friends, not co-workers, not even family when it costs your soul. Now let's talk about modern life. Social media has made availability look normal. Instant replies, constant updates, endless access. But constant access creates constant disrespect. If people can reach you anytime, they assume they can have you anytime. And when they assume that, your absence no longer means anything. Stoicism teaches intentional absence, not isolation, not coldness, but space. Space to think, space to choose, space to respond instead of react. A Stoic does not rush. A Stoic does not chase. A Stoic moves with purpose. Machiavelli would add, when you move too fast toward people, they instinctively step back. When you slow down, they lean in. Now the fourth truth, and this one changes everything. Your availability trains people how to treat you. Every fast reply, every unnecessary yes, every cancelled plan for someone else. You are teaching others what you will tolerate. People don't suddenly disrespect you. They follow the rules you set. If you always answer, they expect answers. If you always help, they expect help. If you always sacrifice, they expect sacrifice. Stoicism teaches responsibility, not just for actions, but for patterns. You are responsible for the patterns you allow. Machiavelli understood this too. He knew that authority is maintained not through force, but through consistency. If you want respect, you must be consistent in valuing yourself. This does not mean becoming rude. It means becoming deliberate. You don't rush. You don't over-explain. You don't apologize for having a life. You choose. That choice is power. Now let's address a common fear. But won't people leave if I'm less available? Some will, and that is not a loss. That is clarity. Stoicism teaches acceptance of loss. Machiavelli teaches awareness of loyalty. People who only value you for access were never loyal to you, only to what you provided. When you step back, the real connections remain. The fake ones disappear. And that space, it becomes peaceful. Now the fifth truth, the most important one. Being less available makes you more present. When you stop spreading yourself thin, your energy sharpens. Your words carry weight. Your presence feels grounded. Your silence speaks. People notice, not because you are louder, but because you are centered. Marcus Aurelius wrote that true power is inner order. When your inner world is ordered, your outer world responds. You don't need to announce boundaries. You live them. You don't need to demand respect. You embody it. And suddenly, people listen when you speak. They wait when you're silent. They value what they once ignored, not because you changed them, but because you changed yourself. Now let's bring Machiavelli into this clearly. Machiavelli never said, be cruel. He said, be aware. He understood that humans are drawn to strength, not desperation, to direction, not dependency. If you are always available, you appear dependent. If you have a mission, a rhythm, a life, you appear strong. Stoicism and Machiavelli agree here. Self-mastery comes before influence. Control your time, control your reactions, control your availability, and you control your life. Now let me speak directly to you. If this video feels uncomfortable, that's a good sign. Growth often feels like loss at first. You may need to reply slower, say no more often, cancel less, disappear a little, not to punish others, but to reclaim yourself. You are not here to be endlessly consumed. You are here to live. And the moment you stop being so available, people will feel it. Some will respect it. Some will resist it. Let them, because your peace is not negotiable. Your time is not cheap, and your life is not a waiting room for others. If this message resonated with you, like the video. If you've experienced this in your own life, comment, I read everyone. And if you want more Stoic wisdom mixed with real-world truth, subscribe. Because true power is not controlling others. It's mastering yourself.